U.S. Congress to shut down Shiba Inu coin on money laundering charges? Shib News. Travala.com recently announced Shiba Inu as a valid payment method through a tweet. The world's leading blockchain-based travel booking platform has included Shiba Inu in its payment options for a Vietnam destination. Travala in the news mentioned that members of the Shiba Inu community can now book activities of their choice at Phu Quoc. Phu Quoc is Vietnam's largest water sports destination, hosting activities like sailing, kayaking, scuba diving, snorkeling, etc. This new inclusion by Travala also enables Shib holders to book any of the 3 million travel products available on Travala.com. Travala is actively promoting Shiba Inu as a viable payment option. Recall that in December 2021, Travala implemented support for Shiba Inu. Last November, Travala announced that Shiba Inu owners could pay for reservations at W Hotels, a 5-star luxury hotel based in Dubai. Shiba Inu and Travala teams also signed a collaboration agreement in November. The agreement provided members of the Shib community with an exclusive offer. Members of the Shiba Inu community were prompted to sign up for an account on Travala in exchange for a free credit worth $25. Shiba Inu owners could use the free credit to reserve more than 3 million hotels, flights, and other travel-related services can also be booked on Travala.com. Trusted by thousands of customers worldwide as their preferred online travel agency, Travala continues to expand its crypto utility. Travelers can choose from the world's most amazing lodging options on Travala, including everything from hotels, flats, villas, and hostels to 5-star luxury resorts. Currently, the Travala.com platform offers 2,200,000 plus properties, covering 90,124 destinations in 230 countries and territories, at rates up to 40% less than those of other major travel booking websites. Shiba Inu has been seeing increasing usage, particularly its acceptability as a payment channel. This growing list of Shiba adoption has caught the attention of top cryptocurrency payment processors, like BitPay and Binance Pay. Both processors have been introducing services that enable companies to accept Shiba Inu payments. Some businesses have opted to pay salaries to staff in Shib tokens. Some prestigious charity institutions have also opened up to donations from Shiba Inu owners. Others include e-commerce businesses, real estate developers, merchants, etc., also accepting Shiba Inu as a form of payment. In 2023, when many cryptocurrencies are fighting for their survival, Shiba Inu has increased to 40% of the market. With the growing popularity of Shib, many businesses are planning to accept Shiba Inu as payment in 2023. The American retailer Nordstrom now accepts Shiba Inu as payment. Flexa, the global leader in pure digital payments, announced that customers can now use Shib to buy an assortment of men's, women's, and kids' clothing, shoes, handbags, jewelry, and accessories. Second on the list of the top 5 places that accept Shiba Inu as payment is Petco. One can use Shiba Inu to buy dogs, kittens, birds, other pets, and some live tiny animals. In addition, Petco offers dog training services and veterinary services. Like Nordstrom, it also accepts Shiba Inu and other cryptos via Flexa. Rock'n'Block is a blockchain technology company with senior positions at leading fintech and blockchain organizations such as IBM, Microsoft, Ernst & Young, etc. Rock'n'Block accepts Shiba Inu and other cryptos in exchange for its awesome dedicated services. The Carolina Hurricanes are the National Hockey League's newest franchises to embrace crypto. According to the records, the Con have won 15 division titles and 5 Eastern Conference championships in their 35-year history. Sports and crypto enthusiasts can use Shib to buy their Con gear. Along with the Hurricanes, the Sacramento Kings NBA and Dallas Mavericks NBA also accept Shiba Inu as payment. APMEX, a US-based corporation, distinguishes itself through exceptional customer service, unmatched product quality and options, and more. The corporate headquarters of this business are in Oklahoma, USA, and it was established in 2000. The Shiba Inu community is still eagerly awaiting the launch of the Layer 2 technology, Shibarium. While there are some hints and speculations that the launch date is scheduled for Valentine's Day, February 14th, there is no confirmed official launch date yet. With the launch coming soon, the Shib Army currently has an important decision to make. The official Shiba Inu Twitter account is currently asking the community to participate in a vote for a slogan for the metaverse project, called Shib the Metaverse. The slogan will be used in future marketing campaigns and will affect the project's success. 3 slogans are up for a vote: Unleash a New Tomorrow, Unleash Your Dreams, and Build with the Pack. over 11,505 community members have voted on the proposals, with 46.1% voting for Unleash a New Tomorrow and 31.6% voting for Unleash Your Dreams. Voting had not yet closed, and there was a possibility that the result would change in the favor of one of the other two slogans. Meanwhile, there was another hint from the Shiba lead developer yesterday about the launch of Shibarium, which will lay the groundwork for the metaverse. Satoshi Kusama changed his Twitter bio location to Situation Room. The term describes a room in a government or agency building where the highest-ranking people discuss urgent matters and decide how to proceed. The Shib army interprets this to mean that Kusama is deciding whether to launch the beta version of Shibarium soon. In another development, an unofficial account claiming to be the decentralized exchange shibaswap has announced on Twitter that he has created an ETH domain named shitoshi.eth, named after the lead Shiba Inu developer. Analogous to Vitalik.eth by Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin, the lead developer of Shiba Inu is to receive his own Ethereum domain name. Now, the anonymous person is selling Shitoshi.eth for the price of 500 ETH, the equivalent of about $790,000 on OpenSea. The sale is set to last until April 30th, 2023. The seller promises to use the money to buy Bone tokens. However, whether Satoshi Kusama will buy the domain remains to be seen. The fake ShibaSwap account said it hoped Satoshi buys the domain before an Ethereum whale is quicker. Kusama has not yet responded to the tweets, while the Shib community has sharply criticized the action. The Shib price stood at $0.00001165, seeing a slight uptick to 0.2% within the last 24 hours. The price is currently consolidating between $0.000011 and $0.000013 after rising as much as 61% since January 1st. A break above the resistance zone around $0.000013 would be crucial for Shib bulls. However, tomorrow's FOMC meeting will be crucial in determining whether the bulls will break through resistance. In the case of hawkish Fed Chair Jerome Powell, Shib investors should keep an eye on the support at $0.000011. The U.S. Justice Department and Treasury Department have charged Bitzlato Ltd. with money laundering and arrested its founder in Miami, officials said at a press conference in Washington on Wednesday. Bitzlato, a Hong Kong-based platform, has been effectively shut down, and founder Anatoly Legkominov was taken into U.S. custody, moves that will stop Bitzlato from catering to criminals tied to Russia, Deputy Attorney General Lisa Monaco said at the press conference. She outlined the coordinated enforcement actions, including the Federal Bureau of Investigation, French authorities, and the U.S. Treasury Department, saying they disrupted a busy corner of this criminal ecosystem. The Treasury's Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN, formally labeled the company a primary money laundering concern, which is among the most serious sanctions in the government's criminal fighting arsenal, because it usually cuts off a business from the global financial system. The label effectively declares the exchange an international pariah, Treasury Deputy Secretary Wally Adeyemo said. Legkominov is a Russian citizen and majority owner of Bitzlato living in China. After his arrest, he was scheduled to be arraigned on Wednesday in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of Florida. According to Justice Department officials, the little-known cryptocurrency exchange offered peer-to-peer services and hosted wallets of criminals buying and selling illegal goods, involving $700 million in direct and indirect transfers in the last several years. FinCEN said the company played a key role in handling illicit transactions for ransomware actors in Russia, including those connected to the Russian government. Monaco said that the crackdown against Bitzlato was the most significant U.S. action against the crypto criminal network to date. The company, whose servers have been seized, was also tied to routine transactions with the Russian-based Hydra market, a darknet market targeted by U.S. authorities last year. Monaco said the Hydra Bitzlato crypto crime axis is now shut down. That's a wrap for today. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up, share, and subscribe to the channel to see our latest content.
Usually, the biggest things on the market are rarely visible to the public. They are often kept behind the scenes. And this is exactly what is happening right now. There's more than $1 trillion worth of risk as we speak. But this is the only way to make us go to the moon. Don't believe me? Then I'll prove you wrong. Today is a very, very important day for the entire crypto space. Disclaimer, the crypto market keeps crashing, pulling Shiba Inu price down significantly, and something bad just happened. The Bitcoin ETF's inflows from yesterday were revealed, and they are not good. We've now lost the 19-day streak of inflows with $65 million outflows today. People had been building a lot of anticipation because this streak of inflows was record-breaking. Everyone thought that from this point, the only way was up. But as it turns out, the crypto market crashed all of a sudden. It's really sad for people, especially those who invested heavily during the inflows, hoping to ride the wave of continuous growth. But here's something important. Some are speculating that this might just be a flush event. This is when the excitement is so high and so many people are buying in that the big players feel the need to shake things up a bit. By doing this, they can flush out the smaller investors and gain more power for themselves in the upcoming bull run. Here's how it works. When a lot of people start buying, the price goes up, creating a lot of excitement. The big players, or whales, see this as an opportunity. They might start selling off large amounts of their holdings, causing the price to drop sharply. This sudden drop scares off the smaller investors, who might sell their holdings in a panic. The big players then buy back in at these lower prices, increasing their holdings at a discount. A pretty similar situation happened in 2017. During the massive bull run, Bitcoin's price surged dramatically. But there were several sharp corrections along the way where the price dropped significantly, shaking out weaker hands. Each time, the price would eventually recover and go even higher, benefiting those who were buying in. The big players then buy back in at these lower prices, the dips. So, while it's a tough time for many right now, it's possible that this flush event is just a temporary setback in a larger bull market. Only time will tell how things will unfold. It's sad that these events can really shake up regular investors, especially those invested in Shiba Inu. The impact is pretty noticeable, with Shiba Inu decreasing by 7% this week. This kind of market manipulation is undeniably bad. It takes advantage of smaller investors, creating fear and uncertainty, and can lead to significant financial losses for those who can't afford them. However, despite being unethical, these tactics can't really be changed or stopped easily. The market is largely unregulated, and big players have the power and resources to influence prices. They can create these fluctuations to their advantage, while smaller investors often bear the brunt of these manipulations. Amid this slip, an analyst on X highlights that hedge funds and Wall Street firms are increasingly taking short positions on Bitcoin futures contracts, betting on Bitcoin prices to drop. Even though they might be holding long positions in the spot market to benefit from fee differences, this approach carries significant risk. If prices surge unexpectedly, these firms could face massive losses. Right now, between the current price point and slightly above all-time highs, there's $12 billion worth of short positions on Bitcoin futures, according to exchange data and trader notes. $12 billion is a substantial amount of money. And this shows just how serious these hedge funds are about their bearish stance. With the big players on Wall Street shorting Bitcoin, this strategy could end up backfiring in a spectacular way. And that's exactly what's happening now. The market is reacting to these short positions, creating a volatile situation where unexpected price increases can lead to huge losses for those betting against Bitcoin. It's a high-stakes scenario, and we're seeing the effects play out in real time. Even so, hedge funds selling Bitcoin futures isn't a new strategy. Often, hedge funds short the futures of a given asset while simultaneously buying in the spot markets. They use this carry trade to profit from the price. Difference is, this tactic is common and has been profitable in traditional finance. However, Bitcoin is a different beast. It's a new asset class that operates outside the traditional financial system. This means that the usual strategies might not work as expected. If Bitcoin's price doesn't follow predictable patterns, these hedge funds could face massive losses. The risk here is huge because Bitcoin's market is highly volatile and less predictable than traditional assets. Hedge funds betting against Bitcoin in this way are taking a significant gamble, and if things don't go as planned, the financial fallout could be substantial. And Shiba Inu is feeling a strong impact from these developments. As of now, these hedge funds can only play with Bitcoin since there's only one cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is a crypto ETF currently trading, and that's Bitcoin. Hedge funds short Bitcoin futures to drive down the price, causing panic among small investors. This panic often spills over into the entire crypto market, including Shiba Inu, leading to widespread selling and price drops.